Hulu's going to start cracking down on password sharing. And I know as a performer, I know as an artist, I should be, hey, give people their money. But gosh dang it, I'm really cheap and I have 5 people on my account with me.
Oh, but it's your account.
It's my account.
Oh, well, then they're the ones that are cheap.
They're being cheap, but it's also so then like we can trade. So I can be like, yo, what's your Paramount Plus?
Tradesies.
Yeah.
Hey, how come I'm not a part of this black market streaming
Do you want to be?
group?
You're on Campea Plus. Do you want to be on
I know.
this instead?
Yeah. But that sometimes I have to go to his place to actually watch. If I could watch that.
So did you get
to
your
be
email?
clear, I have not gotten my email.
Oh, I got
yet.
my email from Hulu
Oh,
yesterday.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's also I think Logan is the account holder on it, so it's
How
probably
much is
lost in
Hulu
his
right now
inbox.
for you guys?
$17.99, I think.
Ooh.
I do the ads one too.
Oh, so it's a little cheaper.
Yeah, so I'm a little cheaper than that.
Wait. So $17.99 is without ads.
Yeah.
And with ads, it's what,
if I don't-
$14.99?
I'm
I
not
think we pay 14,
Yeah.
something like that. Not a huge difference, but again,
$3.
when you're cheap, yeah, those $3.
I had actually canceled a lot of my streamers, and then I didn't realize that I put Hulu on like hold for 3 months. So then I got charged. I'm like, okay, well I can get back with one more. So right now I have Hulu, Amazon because I have Prime,
Same.
and then I have Max because apparently with my AT&T internet I get Max for free.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because I pay for the 1 gig up, 1 gig down.
I'm on my friend Petey's parents' account for HBO. Shout out to the Delgados. What's up?
Okay,
They're gonna be next though.
I know.
So looking at this, they're following in the footsteps of Disney Plus
Technically Netflix
and Netflix.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if it'll have the same effect as when Netflix put. This,
I think it will.
because Hulu, even Netflix, I hear a lot more people having
Sure.
than Hulu.
But this
That's
is
that's why I'm like interested to see how the fallout.
more
from
people
this.
have Netflix than even ESPN, Hulu, or Disney Plus together.
Right.
But Disney started doing this in last year for their shady Canadian viewers.
Bad Canadian
So the Canadian
kids.
kids, they got spanked first on this.
Good Canadian kids.
And-
My left tush.
Yeah. So now it's spreading, but
So tell me, what's the Hulu's? If I came here, I didn't know anything, and I was just looking at what are Hulu shows or
Like
things that you actually
main-
subscribe
The
for?
main thing, well, one of the big things is live television. If you are into
Mm-hmm.
that, that's a higher tier though too. It's a lot of network shows as well. If you want to watch ABC shows, Fox shows, those
Like
kinds of
replays,
things.
you mean? Like replays of
Yeah.
anything that's happened on
Unless
those.
again, if you're doing the live one, you get that earlier. Otherwise, you're getting it fed to you at a certain time to pop on there. That's where I watch ABC or things like that personally.
So they don't have that one thing like, because if you said Netflix, Stranger Things,
Yeah.
well,
Squid Game.
Hulu,
They do.
Doesn't have those
they
titles
do have
that.
original content. I feel like they haven't had stuff that has really blown up that way.
yeah,
though.
it's not. Nothing is as big as like Stranger Things or like The Last of Us on Max or whatever. But
Yeah.
they do have Only Murders in the Building, which I'm
Yes.
almost wrapped up
Love
with.
that show.
I hear about that. Yeah. Every now
Welcome to Wrexham was really huge,
and then. Okay.
and kind of like if you were into Apple TV's Ted Lasso, this is the real life.
Exactly.
Wrexham Sport Ball Club.
You can stream
Football
The Bear
club.
there, so that's a big
The
draw.
Bear.
Okay,
the
there
Bear
you
was
go.
a big draw.
Solar Opposites, if you're into that, is also on there, and I think now a Hulu exclusive.
I'm talking about subscription getters.
Oh, and Shogun.
You know, people sign up to Netflix just for Stranger Things. Shogun might be one of the ones.
Harv's K just brought up Shogun, so yeah, that's coming.
That could be one.
Good, good.
And to your point earlier too, Ray, of how it worked out for Netflix, like Netflix said that they got this huge just boom of subscribers, right? All those little kind of like carry-on parasites.
I was one of them.
Me,
I was the one that signed on. Actually, had to sign on to
Yeah.
my own subscription. I did
Same
that.
here. And so we could see that here. Hulu also does do the bundle options as well. So maybe
Right.
that might entice some people. Get an ESPN on there, watching live sports, maybe coupling that with the kind of Disney thing that they can do. So there are some reasons to get it.
We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Fume. Quitting cold turkey is great in theory, but you and I both know it's way more difficult than that. And that's why there's a better way to break your bad habits. We're not talking about some fake online promises. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume. And they look at the problem in a different way. Instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavor-aired device that does just that. See, instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habit easy. I personally didn't know what to expect when I first got my Fume. I mean, I've never liked vapes, but my goodness, the taste. The first time I tried it, I was completely sold on it. It was incredible. Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 150,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use the code CAMPEA to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com and use the code CAMPEA to save an additional 10% off your order today.
I just feel like I don't feel like it has the same oomph as Netflix, right?
The same like water cooler people talk about.
It doesn't have that. It's just a little cheaper. That's why I kind of stuck with it for now. And like I said, it was on, my subscription was just on pause. And I'm like, whatever. I'll keep it for at least another couple months unless things change, and then I'll keep it permanently. But I mean, some other people brought up like What We Do in the Shadows is on there.
Right.
On there.
Reservation Dogs.
Reservation Dogs.
Yeah.
If you're into Letterkenny,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
where
it's
I watch
just
it.
the people I know, because it's like I could watch Netflix if I wanted to. I know a lot of people
Netflix to me is
have
about
Netflix.
the documentaries, the comedy specials.
I know a lot of people have Netflix, but I can't now borrow Hulu from anybody apparently. So yeah,
Hulu just feels kind of like the answer to if you didn't have cable, but you still wanted to watch those shows.
Yeah.
If you still want to watch the kind of like big three shows, like the CBSs or things like that. Although CBS, Paramount Plus.
so for the company itself, this is probably going to be a positive. It's
Sure.
gonna get
I
positive.
think for all they're all going that way. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they haven't sooner.
Seriously.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I remember when Netflix first did it, and no one else has made this argument since, but they're like, "Oh, well then I'm leaving." It's like, Netflix doesn't get money for every time you click on an episode of something.
Yeah.
So you leaving, meaning you're not going to steal someone's password anymore, only benefits Netflix.
Exactly.
Stealing is such a harsh word that you're using.
I feel very attacked.
People knowingly.
When they come at it with that anger, then I'm like, well, then you're stealing.
Look,
If you're like,
because
oh, well, that sucks, but okay.
Because you know what? It's not
Then it's
stealing
sharing.
if the person is looking at you while you're stealing it. The person who owns it. I don't
So if you
consider
make
that.
eye contact, it's not.
Yeah,
Well, then
I'm
you're
like-
just watching
I'm
with
like,
them.
hey, John. And I take, and then I borrow. It's just.
Are you sure you know how the internet works? It's not actually something physical you reach and grab and walk out with.
Well, John writes all his passwords and usernames on paper still.
Okay.
And I just find that paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how
It's
many
all
of
over
you
the house.
guys in the chat are sharing? Or how many do you have? How many of you even have Hulu, and does this even affect you? That's what I
Exactly.
wanna know.
Right? And is the old adage sharing is caring more important than Hulu making money? Should you have to have your own account? Probably. Probably should. But let us know how you feel about this password crackdown and if it's going to benefit Hulu or if you think people are going to cut bait and go to other places. Let us know your thoughts.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.